Welcome back to me, your lovely host Pinky in Asmara Loka podcast session. Today we are sponsored by Comfy Cafe. Come for the service, stay for the vibe. Here we got lempeng pisang and peach soda. I know right now it's very hot, so drinking this will definitely help. I'm so excited for today's podcast session. Thank you, Comfy Cafe. So before podcast session before we have talked about dating in university, dating culture, situationship. So today I'm going to spice things up. We are going to talk about marriage. But no, we are not just going to talk about like the good of marriage or whatnot. No, it's more like marriage culture in Malaysia among the races. So together with me, I have my friends, Hannah and Yenny. Thank you for coming. So I'm so excited for today. Okay, so before we begin, please do introduce yourself, like your name, your occupation, like, and how many times have you attended wedding? So we start with Jenny.
Okay, so hi, I'm Yani, and I'm currently doing my internships. And for weddings, I think I've been about two or three, but it's mostly when I was younger,
Yeah,
so I don't really have that much memory of it.
Okay. So Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm currently working in a logistic company. And to be honest, I never attend a lot of weddings. And also, this is my first time joining a podcast.
Okay.
Quite kind of excited.
Okay, so I'm excited too, but I think like we can share the experience because I do believe that we have like differences, but like similarity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just share my experience first for Malay wedding. Malay wedding, so we usually have like 5 stages. We will start like Marie said, where the future groom take his parents to meet with the girl's parents or like asking for blessings, and if it's okay, so then we proceed with the engagement, like the bertunang. Then do the all the legal processes, and then we go for the wedding, which is akad nikah. And then sometimes we have like malam berinai. And then the next day we will go with the bersanding, which is like the wedding ceremonies. So how about you guys? Like does for your race, does they have like stages like that too? How about you, Hannah?
Actually, there are at least 5 stages of wedding process in Indian weddings.
Okay.
So start with the formal meeting, just like in the
Yes.
Malay culture, and then we will move to the engagement, and we will have some pre-wedding ceremonies.
Oh, pre-wedding? I
Yeah,
see.
it involves the relatives and family members before the 2-3 days of before the wedding date.
Oh, like
Okay.
pre-wedding, so like they gathered around for like celebration or just
Yeah,
like
yeah. The ceremony is called Nalungu.
nothing. Okay.
So the families and relatives will gather at their like in both family houses, and they will perform a ritual, like a
Oh,
cleansing ritual.
oh, I do the
So
pre-wedding.
and then moving to the wedding, and after that we have the post-wedding ceremonies.
Oh, post-wedding.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so how about you, Jenny? How about the Chinese?
I feel like, at least for me, we're very like modernized, so a lot
Okay.
of traditions are quite lost. Like
I
it's not
see.
as official. Like everyone just kind of does what they want
What
to
do?
but there's like very specific. Of course, usually during the dating stage, they'll already meet the parents at least once, lah.
Okay.
And then after that, it'll be like they announce get engaged,
Okay.
and then they'll talk about like we have this thing kind of similar to you guys, like
Okay.
pingli. Like
Oh.
the groom has to like give like contribute some cash or something to
Oh.
like the wife's family. So
Oh.
because like for us it's like you're like marrying out your daughter, like daughter you raised out. So yeah, it's like you're not, yeah, you're leaving the family like to
Yes.
another family, that kind of thing. So we have that, and then it's just kind of like uh mostly it's done on the same day, like on the wedding day, like you hear like the honks,
Honks,
right?
right? Yes,
And
yes,
it's the
yes.
groom going to pick up the bride at the
Okay.
bride's house, and then you have to like go through like challenges. But it's
Oh.
different for everyone. There's not like a very specific challenge. And of course, you have to give the ang pao to get in. And then once you picked up the bride to the groom's house, there's like the tea ceremony, that kind of thing. And then it's on to the banquet side. It's mostly done on the same day. It could be in the afternoon or the evening. And sometimes there's even like two banquets where it's like one for the wife's side and the other for like the husband's
Like in
side.
the same day? Like or
Not on the same day. It's usually like a different day, but sometimes they will like join it together. It's like one big banquet. Yeah, so that's about it.
It's quite similar to the Malay, so Indian. So, I mean, we have like that's like the basic of the wedding, like the description of it. So, how about the experiences? I mean, like for me, I would share like I was the bridesmaid, so the work will like double up. But it was like very fun experience, especially when the family gathered around just to celebrate like two people in love. It's just such a beautiful sight. So everyone was like busy. Sometimes, I mean, like in the modern setting, they usually will like book catering. But I think on the village side, they will like gather around all the villagers and then cook together. We call it like merewang. Oh, so I experienced it before. It was like, it was fun. It was tiring, but it was fun. It was exciting. I like the whole kind of emotions. So how about you? Do you have like, do you experience the like apa pingleh or the or like helping or maybe like helping hangings? I don't know like about the rate things and stuff.
So far, not really, because most of the time, like the recent ones I went to was as a guest, and I don't think I really participated in it.
Okay.
Or maybe I did when I was younger, when my aunt was getting married, but I don't really remember
Right.
it, so I don't really have that much experience.
I see. So how about Hannah?
Um, I don't have much experiences also, but the thing that excited me is about getting dressed for the Indian weddings. Just like you can wear it's a special occasion, and you can just wear whatever you want. So it just that's the thing that always thrills me. And apart from it, I never really helped with the deco or anything. I just attend as a guest.
Oh, I see. I think it would be fine if you like experience it yourself. It would be much more
Yeah.
interesting. But sometimes like in the modern settings, some certain things are like being cut short. Like just like they are wanted that simple and
Yeah.
due to the economy, so it was like very understandable. So okay, I mean like we did discuss about the description like the weddings. So for Malay, we have things called like hantaran. Like we exchange gift. Like you did mention about how the groom
Yeah,
need to give money to the bride, right? Like the bride's wife, right? For the Malay, we like exchanging gifts. It's called dulang hantaran. But they are like culture, like how 7 versus 9, like how the bride need to give 7 or like and then reply with 9s. So how about in your culture? Do you guys have it just like or like it's just like simple gift? Hannah? What-
Okay, in Indian culture, we call it sir. So we are both family members, and yeah, we are mainly the relatives will be exchanging like a silver plate of bangles, fruits, like Indian clothings, all the gift type of things. They will exchange with the both families. So it's kind of symbolizes like like you're not just exchanging the gifts, like it's you are exchanging love,
Oh,
respect.
respect.
Yeah, it just deepens the bond.
Oh,
So yeah, I think that's kind of similar to
similar to
the early ones.
oh, because like, is there any specific gift like for the Malays? Where sometimes we give like daily necessities. Sometimes like
Yeah.
sure like my mobile phone. Sometimes even a car.
I
Even sometimes yes they do give a car. I mean for the for the
Okay.
ring time they give a car key. Oh yes. So
Okay.
I did attend and I was like, oh my god, car key. So it was like, okay, so there's like car, mobile phone, like
I've seen like some of the like relatives, they will give the household things. Like
household.
washing machine, like like for the wedding couples to start a family.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
so that's like a gift from guests.
Yeah.
So okay. But how about like the gift between brides and groom?
That's
And there's like
yeah,
other
just
than
like I
but
said, like
there's
the fruits,
like
the dresses, yeah.
oh okay, that's like very interesting. So how about the Chinese? Do you like exchanging gifts like that too? I mean like between the brides and the groom?
Not really, but sometimes like each family will like exchange like fruits like oranges or like the kind of noodles to like because it represents like longevity, like live longer, like be happy, abundance, that kind of thing.
Praise. Oh,
Yeah, so it's
okay.
like simple stuff.
I mean, from your point of view, do you think that kind of gift exchanging is like really compulsory? Because we know like it actually will cost quite some money to actually bought that kind of things. Do you think it's like compulsory, or is like is it important to keep up the tradition of exchanging gifts?
I think it's compulsory because just like I said before, it's not just about exchanging the gifts. It's not about the value of the things. You are showing your love. So it's like the two families are becoming one. So I think it's really compulsory to exchange gifts.
I mean, we can consider it as a love
Yeah,
language, like
yeah.
exchanging
It can be a
gifts.
little things also. Yeah.
Yes. I think it's the thoughts that matter.
Yes.
So how about you, Amy?
I
Do you
quite,
like agree with it or like some nah?
I quite agree with it. It's quite like wow, very
It's like it's very I think it's like very compulsory because it's just like it is a culture and we can just like adapt to it and based on our economy.
Yes.
So we have talked about like the exchanging gifts. So now we will go to the wedding ceremony. Okay, so for Malay wedding, we have the bersanding. So usually the bride and the groom will like stay on top of the stage, and then there will be like merenjes, like they like sprinkle water, the specific kind of water, and the sprinkle was like giving blessings, sometimes from the parents and then from the guests, and then they will take picture of it. So how about from your side? How about from Yanni? Do you have like specific culture for that, for like as a blessing to the bride and the groom?
For me, it's because I'm Hokkien, so like it might be different from other Chinese like Cantonese
It's
that kind of
okay.
thing. But for us, the only thing I can remember was like we would like all like swim together yam sing, which is
Yums. Oh.
like cheers to you, like
Oh.
cheers to the couple, that kind of thing. And it's always like 1, 2, 3 yam sing, and you see how long you can hold it. So it's like how long like the longer you hold, like the more blessings kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, and sometimes they're like, no, you didn't scream long enough. Like, do it again, and then everyone does it again. Yeah,
It's like that everyone like screaming was
yeah,
like
everyone's screaming together. They hold a
Yonsei.
cup, and then like, oh yeah, say, and then everyone drinks. Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't have to be wine or anything. It could be water,
Oh,
juice,
the
anything.
things. Oh, okay. So how about from the Indian side?
For the Indian weddings, normally the guests will throw like a raw uncooked turmeric rice.
Raw uncle,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because it symbolizes like, prosperous, like that. So normally when the grooms tie the knot, so they will throw the rice to the bride and grooms, like, on top of their head. It's like from a distance. So it is like you give the blessing for the wedding.
Oh.
So yeah,
So
I
like,
think
is it from a distance or like I like there are stages or like when they
no,
are
I like
walking
a from a distance.
or from a distance?
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't just throw it like gently, like give the blessing. Yeah, like
Oh,
live long.
live long. Oh,
Yeah.
just try the brides and the
Yeah.
grooms. Oh, that's interesting. So we have the yassin, we have the
Yes.
throwing
Literally.
rice. Mm. So I mean that's like a notable tradition with guests and relative also, right? So, I mean, like as a guest, I mean, like if I'm not the relative, so usually the relative have their own dress codes. So as a guest, if I'm going to attend, just like how I'm a Malay, so what kind of attire that I need to wear when I'm attending Indian wedding or like Chinese wedding? How about Indian wedding first?
Um, for the Indian weddings, it's compulsory to wear the Indian traditional clothing such as the one I'm wearing now, or saris, lehengas, like that.
Okay.
So, but also I think it'd be okay to wear any other type of clothing as long if it's modest. So, but it's compulsory lah. So
Compulsory.
to wear the traditional clothing. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take note of that. So we need to wear traditional clothing. But are we allowed to overdress? Because I do understand like Indian, they say the guests can overdress, but you will never
Like
goes against the
the
bride or
bride,
something like
No, no, you can never go against the bride.
no.
You can just go and overdress because the brides will be surely will be outshine everyone. Yeah.
Oh. Like, is there any color scheme? Like, we know, like, in the Western side, certain guests were not allowed to wear white. So, how about Indian?
Okay, I think in Indian culture, normally we will say black.
Or black?
Yeah,
Or she should
black.
never wear black.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
quite similar to ours.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that because black symbolize
Yeah,
death
so
and
like
ominous
death,
things
And
like.
normally the bride will wear like red color, but nowadays we have modernized, right? So
Yes.
we can see like bride and groom wearing pastel colors. Like even the bride and groom's family will wear the same color ones.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
similar to Malay also. Like,
Yeah.
we knew, oh, so there's like the bride sides and the groom sides.
Yeah.
Oh, but like the color scheme was like everyone's follow the modern trend, is
But it
it?
is very hard to see black though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So how about the Chinese wedding? So like for the, okay, as a guest, what kind of outfit should I wear? Should I go with the traditional? So traditional will be like cheongsam, or is it something else?
I feel like we're so modernized that we don't really wear cheongsam anymore. It's usually just like any formal wear is fine. There
Okay.
isn't really a strict dress code unless like maybe like the bride or groom like
Oh,
wants it. Like yeah.
so how about the color coding? Like usually that's the bride wear red. I mean like
Oh,
Chinese
there's like
always associate with red.
yeah, there's outfit changes lah.
Oh,
So like
outfit.
before like maybe like during when the pickup like the groom picks up the bride, they'll both be wearing like the traditional red. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a two-piece. So it's like a long shirt and then like a long dress for the bride.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then during the banquet, maybe it'll be like more modern Western, like the white dress and
Dress.
everything. Yeah, and then I I'm not sure the reason why, but like during the first half, the bride will be wearing like a different dress, and then the second half she'll like change into like an evening gown kind of thing. Yeah, very modernized.
Very.
Yeah.
I see. Because for the Malay, we usually wear baju kurung or like anything modest. Because sometimes I did see people were like wearing a dress, a jubah, as long as it's modest. But I think I'm not sure is it like a code or something. But usually the girls guests will avoid wearing pants. They usually will. There was like, pants are not suitable to wear for weddings. Oh, so I was like, oh, maybe I'm not sure if it's like my intake, but this is what based my observation. Okay, so we have talked about so the guests. So how about goodie bags? Like, are we going to give goodies to the guests that came? Because for Malay wedding, it was like something a must. We need to give something back to them. Like usually the famous one will be like sweets, mugs. Nowadays trends was like tissues, ketchup, like sometimes even garden, it's even bread.
Oh.
It was like very fascinating to see like the creativity. It was like depends on the family what kind of guest, what kind of goodies they want to give to the guest. So how about the Chinese? Do like does the does the guest who came to the banquet get something in return?
Yeah, there's usually like a small goodie bag or like a simple like chocolate, like a thank you for coming,
Or
that kind
it's
of
like
thing.
small or like it depends.
It's usually small on the small
Small.
side, yeah.
I forgot to add, for Malay, we are like giving eggs also. It's like bunga telur.
Oh,
Bunga
oh,
telur. So I was wondering, how about Chinese? Does this like as a small thankful gift? It's like a chocolate.
yeah, usually like a chocolate or like some little snacks, kind of like
Uh,
more simple stuff, or like a tiny little souvenir could be.
oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but usually it's like snacks.
Snacks. So how about the Indian?
As for the Indian wedding, I think they normally will give the sweets. Indian
Okay.
sweets like such as laddus, jalebi, like that. Yeah, they will
Oh.
pack it in a small boxes and will give it to the guests.
Oh, the goodies were like related to your culture. Is it like the
Yeah,
laddu or
mostly like it related to sweets.
sweets?
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So I mean, guest gives get something. So in your culture, will like does the guest give something? Okay, for me, well, like I think it's really it's really common for guests to actually like give I'm sure how to specific is, but it's something like ampau, but like do it in an envelope and then give to the parents, to the bride's parents or like the groom's parents, whatever wedding they are attending during that time, so that they'll be like give an envelope or like a pocket of money. So how about yours, Hannah?
Okay. Normally the guests and relatives normally like we don't have the tradition. Like we don't really give the like gifts. Like But depends lah, but depends. Some of them will give like do it to their preference. But
Yes.
nowadays we live in Malaysia, right?
Yes.
So we adapted to the Chinese culture. Yeah,
Oh.
everyone will give ang pao
Oh.
like at the end of the wedding, and they will take picture with the bride and groom. So it became a culture right now, like nowadays.
No, I wonder if like giving money cultures actually come
But
from
yeah,
the Chinese
but
wedding.
some of them will give gifts us lah, like just like I told you right before, they will give household things.
There's like
Yeah,
a
but it's
present.
not really compulsory. But some of them will give.
Yes, it's like giving. Yes. Usually the friends will give like
Yeah.
presents. Yes,
Yeah,
a
but nowadays
congratulation.
ang pao has became a compulsory. If you
Yeah.
if you attend a wedding and you don't give ang pao, then yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a big no.
Oh, I see. How about Chinese?
It's the same
This
thing.
is
Definitely, ang pao is compulsory. It's like every family at least like one ang pao.
One ang pao.
Yeah, and they'll like specifically like, oh, is it to the groom side or is it to the bride side?
I see.
Yeah, in the end, it goes to their families.
To-
And gifts aren't compulsory, but usually like close friends or this are also like Hannah said, like give daily appliances like to help like move in and stuff.
So that there's the gift given during this wedding ceremony or like during housewarming party or what? Or like just giving direct during the wedding instead?
I think both.
Yeah,
think
both
both.
like anytime.
Anytime. Oh, I heard about the ampao. They will like for the Chinese, usually they associate with the 8, with the lucky number. So the number of money should be 8, something related to 8. Was it true?
Yeah, but I feel like nowadays people don't really do that. It's just like whatever they think is like lucky for the bride and groom.
I see. Yeah, it's like doesn't matter as long as
Yeah.
they need to give the ampao. So
Yeah.
so we all can agree that ampao
Ampao
or
is
money is like very compulsory, which is very helpful to the brides and the
Yeah.
grooms. So next will be food. I'm so sorry, but whenever I attend wedding, I was like really looking forward to food they will serve in the wedding because they'll go all out sometimes.
Yeah.
I was like very surprised. I mean, like for normal, like usually they will like nasi minyak or nasi putih, some type of rice, and then will be like chicken curry or like ayam masak merah, and then will be like acar. Like that's like the main dish of it. But sometimes they will open a mini stall, so there will be like cendol, bihun soup, meat curry, apam balik. So there was like very trending, and then sometimes there will be like ice cream stall. So and it's so exciting for me to go to wedding. I was like looking forward because I really love food. I mean, who would say no to free food, is it?
Yeah.
So how about for the Chinese like banquet? What kind of food do you serve?
Hold up, I need to pull up my list. It's
I
like
understood.
there's like specific foods that we'll definitely have, and there's like always a meaning behind it. So like
A meaning behind it?
yeah, so like
Oh.
for like noodles, just like I said before, it's for longevity, live longer. And then next we have abalone and sea cucumber. Abalone is because like it's similar to like abundance, and then sea cucumber because there's like a Cantonese word for like hoisam, which sounds similar to like good heart.
Good heart.
Yeah, and then next is comfort. Definitely we have to have fish because like 年年有余 is like very plentiful. Have
Oh,
like
oh,
yeah, like it's kind of similar meanings, abundance. And then the next one is like shark fin soup or like the bird nest. Cause yeah, cause
That,
it's
that sounds so wow.
yeah. In English it sounds like very
Oh,
but
like
like
shark-
in Chinese it's like okay. It's like very like 燕窝 like shark fin soup. Yeah, for this one it's quite an expensive delicacy, so usually like it's to like demonstrate like the family's wealth. Like we're doing well, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then of course roasted pork. Apparently I didn't know about this until I searched it out or like asked my mom. It apparently symbolizes the bride's like purity, because I'm not sure how it relates to it, but yeah, apparently
I
that's
mean,
what it
what
means.
dish would like symbolize the bride's purity with
Roasted pork.
roast? Oh.
I'm not sure why. I'm also quite surprised, but usually you would definitely see this. And then the last one is like scallop, because I think in Chinese it's called like 带子,
Okay.
and it sounds similar to like having like children. So it helps like you have like future children, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but Chinese food was like sounds so expensive.
Yeah, they really like showing like, oh, we have wealth, we're doing well, that kind of thing. It's like yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting. It was my first time listening to it. I was like, oh, I thought it was like a normal food. Like,
There's like a definite like list,
Oh.
like default list.
Okay. So how about, is there any dessert?
Usually, yeah, it's like those kind of like small little baos, like similar to baos, but it's like those kind of custard buns. Yeah, or like the little fried, uh, I'm not sure what it's called in English. It's like fried nian gao. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. How about drinks? Like for Malay weddings, we call ice syrup is like a wedding main drinks. So how about Chinese?
For drinks, I don't think we really focus too much on it. It's usually like soda or like tea, that kind of thing.
Okay. So how about the Indian?
As for the Indian wedding, I think you can find all kind of Indian foods, but it just depends on the the family's preference. So it's not like there be a like a set of foods there. It can be differentiate. Like sometimes it be vegetarian, sometimes it be non-vegetarian.
Yes.
Let's say the wedding is held in a temple, means it be a vegetarian food.
Okay.
Like in a Malay culture also, we have nasi minyak, right? So we also will have a nasi minyak, nasi putih, and then all kind of Indian style chicken curry, sambals. Yeah, we will have all that.
Okay.
So it just depends on the family's preference lah. So and also we will have dessert, dessert sector, and then and we usually give one sweet thing. It calls payasam.
What's that?
It's more like a chendol.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Normally you can find it in Indian weddings.
Oh.
And as for the drink, we don't really focus much on it, just like the Chinese.
Yeah. I understand. Oh, that's just very interesting.
Yes.
Mm, then fun fact. So we have talked about the guests, we have talked about the weddings, the brides and grooms. Is there any other fun fact or additional trivia that you wanted to share? Or maybe like the costume? Oh, we haven't talked about the bride and the groom's outfit, is it? Like the specific of it. Haven't we? Just like okay,
think so.
but I think you did mention
Yeah, I did
once.
mention
You
a
did
bit,
mention.
yeah.
Like Malay, sometimes they will go with the baju kurung or like baju kebaya. I mean like very designated for the weddings. It was like different from the normal. But sometimes they will go with the modern like dress.
Yeah.
It supposed depends on the concept or the theme.
Yeah.
But usually during solemnization, during akad nikah, they will wear something white and like baju kurung and like very modest. So how about Chinese?
Like I said
Like I said before,
it's-
just like
yeah, like I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's a two-piece instead of
Okay.
like the normal one-piece dress cheongsam or like chi pao. And I'd say it's quite different. Like it's longer. Like there's
It's
longer
longer.
sleeves, like at least up to.
Does it have
like,
to be red also, right?
Yeah, have to be red. Confirm have to be red.
How about the groom?
The groom also wears something similar. It's like the old like very like back in the days, like those kind of like shirts, like long
yes.
shirts, like the little buttons, and then
Do
like
they wear the hats? I did
I
watch
think
some.
that one is
That was
depends.
like-
Some people do, some people don't. But usually it's like the red outfit and then like
Yes.
the kind of skirt but also pants
Pants,
kind of
yes.
thing. Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
so like the hair, do they like braid it on certain manner or just like depends on the hairstyles?
I think for hairstyle they don't focus that much. For the bride, she will of course like make it really pretty. Usually it's tied up.
Oh, tied up.
Have to be tied up.
Tied up. So how about the Indian?
As for the Indian wedding, like the bride and groom, like normally they be wearing saris, and like in South Indian wedding, they be wearing veshti for the groom, and for the bride will be wearing sari. But the thing is, the sari will be draped differently, even more detailedly for the brides. So and also we have a thing, the on the wedding occasion, when the wedding is happening.
Yes.
So the groom's family will give a new sari. So the bride will go and change to the another one.
So like, they already wear once and then they will go change to
Yeah,
another one.
so for the first set of wedding ceremony, she'll be wearing a old one. The family chosen one lah, herself.
Okay.
And after that, she will change to the groom's side family sari.
Oh, is there any symbol behind it?
Yeah, it's more like I think it's more like you are adapting to the groom's side, you know, like you are going to their side. So you are like you either like you know the groom has to provide for the bride.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I can see. Oh, that's interesting. So there's like wedding and culture. So how about, is there any fun fact trivia that you guys wanted to share? Like maybe we haven't forget to share. Hannah?
Fun trivia, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but in wedding, you know, Indian weddings, there's a lot of fun, you know, fun play games in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like during the wedding, they will carry the bride and groom.
Oh,
You know, the
like carry
family,
by
yeah,
the, oh.
yeah, the family and relatives will carry the bride and groom, and they will play like who will, yeah, you know the garland.
Okay.
So they have to wear it to each other, you know. So they
Oh.
will play like who will get to, you know, put on each other's.
Oh. Oh.
So they will make it hard. They will make it hard. Like you can't reach, you know. So they will have to fight for it. So
Oh.
it's kind of fun.
So
They'll
fun.
be hyping up. So you know it's kind of fun.
With the bride and the groom trying to put on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the first one who dates, they win lah. So that
Oh.
side wins.
So that, based on the, I mean, I did watch Bollywood, so they were like, is there any dances or like performance after during the wedding
Yeah,
itself?
both north and southern sides kind of different,
Okay.
but we still be dancing, you know. You know,
Oh,
it won't be complete without dancing.
dancing. Yeah. So it was like
So
very festivity.
yes. And we also have a lot of other games also. So not just this garland game.
Game. Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of other games involving the bride and groom.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like they are playing with against each other with each
Yes,
other.
yes.
So the guests will be like hyping them up.
Yes.
That was very very fun things to
Nice.
do. I mean, like formally, we have like silat before when the brides and the grooms like berarak, so they have like silat performance, and sometimes they are like karaoke session. But if I'm not mistaken, there is no like specific games, but they were like after that they was just like goes down from the plumbing and then go meet up the guests and the relatives. So it was like very fun to see. So it was like very hype out. So how about the Chinese? Do you guys have games?
I think it's like very simple games like the trivia questions, like how much you know about your wife or
Oh.
how much you know about your husband.
I mean, it's quite dangerous
Yeah.
actually. Like
And they
during
do it on stage for everyone to see.
oh my god, that
Yeah. So everyone will be like down there and like, you know, their friends will be like, how you don't know this about your wife. Like that kind of thing.
That's
they
kind
could
of
cause
tricky.
Very on the spot.
So other than that, is there any other games like the trivia?
Not really, but for the games, it's usually done during like when the groom goes to pick up the bride, like at the bride's house, trying to pick her up. Usually, like her bridesmaids will be like at the gate to
Okay.
like stop him. Like, okay, first you gotta give the ang pao if you want to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, but games, I think they don't really have a specific kind of game now. Like people just do kind of what kind of games they want, like simple like toss the ball into like the basket or anything like very modernized. Like any games like that's trending right now. Like I saw one where they did like the spicy noodle challenge. Like you have to finish the noodle before you get in, and like not just the groom has to do it, the groomsmen
The
also
girls
have
man
to do
also.
it.
There was like a group of
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just like there'll be at least like 3 levels, like 3 kind of games. It could be anything. So it's like first level, okay, you pass the gate, ang pao, and then the door, inside the door, and then you pass another, and then like up to like the room, the bride's room. Yeah.
So like, does the grooms can pick up with a car or something? Like
Yeah, usually the car will be like decorated with like the red ribbons
Yes,
kind of thing. And then when they go by, they always honk, honk, honk. That's how you know someone's getting married.
so and then they pick up and then go to the wedding banquet. Is it after that?
Go to the groom's house first.
Oh, groom's house
And then
first.
we'll have like a tea ceremony with like the elders. Like we'll pour tea to the elders, and then like the elders will give you ang pao in exchange like blessings. Like
So usually does the banquet held at the like this family's house or like at the hotel or something?
usually it's at like a hotel.
Hotel.
Or kind of like hall room. Usually it won't be at home.
Because the Malay wedding, they are usually like
Yeah.
sometimes depends at the home.
Yeah.
Sometimes like they wanted to make easy, so they will just like rent a hall. So how about Indian? So I think you did mention about doing marriage at temple. Is it?
Yeah, but we have been modernized also. So sometimes we will have the wedding at a hall, wedding hall or something. But there are still, people still prefer temple weddings.
Oh, temple wedding is like very traditional vibe, is
Yes,
it?
yes. So yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting. So I mean, okay. So in your opinions, so do you think there are still like younger generation that still uphold with this tradition, or like, um, or some not already like more to on modern side and forgotten about the traditional? What do you think of it, Hannah?
I think in in Indian weddings there I think the youngsters still uphold the
The tradition,
traditions.
yes.
But we have been modernized, but I think it's actually okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because as long the tradition is not forgotten, then it's okay. It's okay to go with the trends. So
It's like a combination between traditional and modern.
yes. So I think it's not fully forgotten yet. So I think it's okay though.
How about you? What's your opinion? I mean, as a youngsters yourself.
I feel like we're very modernized now. Like a lot of traditions are like forgotten, and usually we'll have the traditions. It's because like our like elders will be like, "Oh, you have to do this," and we just kind of follow along. Yeah, so quite like you can tell from like I don't really have that much to say about weddings because everything is like the same, like very modernized, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could see it.
yeah.
But let me think about for the Malay, we are still like trying to uphold the traditions, but usually it's already mixed with the moderns, like how the wedding halls and the concepts and the wedding dress itself, like on the Western side right nowadays. Mm, do you think that traditional wedding culture, that just like we discussed before, can be fused together with modern? Do you think like it's actually will do well if we combine? Not really.
I personally think it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, because we live in a
In
diverse
the
country.
secretaries.
So nowadays you can see a lion dance in a wedding, Indian
Mm,
wedding.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's okay.
Okay.
As long, yeah, just like I said before, as long the tradition is there, then it's okay to combine the modernized.
Which is true. Even the Malay weddings sometimes adapt concept like the Indian weddings, just like how we are huge fans of Bollywood back then. So they were like Indian
Yeah.
wedding theme culture, the accessories, the jewelries. Sometimes they were like Chinese, just like Hanfu. And sometimes we know how like marriage between races like intermix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
they
yeah,
adapt
yeah.
both of them.
So yeah, I just think it's make us more special though.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we live in such a diverse
Diverse
country,
Yes.
so we
country.
just like adapt and then live together to
Yeah.
harmoniously.
Yes.
But I think it's like wedding. I do hope that I can attend another racist wedding just for the experience of it because it was like very different, but at the same time we have the similarities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to Malay wedding before?
I never been before, but I
Oh,
wanted to.
I okay. I invite you. Hopefully,
Yeah,
let's hope for the
hopefully.
best.
I have been to before, but it's like when I was very young, so I don't really
Oh,
remember a lot of
uh,
things.
it was like very simple. That just like depends on the styles.
Mm.
There's like traditional and the modern. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? Mm,
Think else.
because I feel like wedding could be like a heavy topic, but the concept of it, the idea of like two-person being in love was such a
Yeah.
beautiful things. I I understand whenever someone was like the bride cries whenever the groom say
Oh.
I don't know so his will his sumpah
His
I guess
vow. Yeah,
yes
yeah,
his
yeah. His
vows,
vows.
and I was like even though I was crying. So what do you guys think of that? It was a very random, but I was wondering.
I think it's quite sweet. It's like, or when like the groom cries while saying the vow, or like when he sees like his bride coming in, it's like, wow,
Oh
very
yes,
emotional
the
moment for
moments,
him. I'm
yes,
so
yes. So what do you mean
Uh,
like
I think it's sweet too. I mean, if I were the bride and the groom didn't cry, means I will be upset. Like,
yeah.
what? You're not emotional.
are you not
So
happy with me?
yeah, you have to cry, man.
Okay. Okay, think we have like touched all the wedding cultures in Malay, Indians, and for the Chinese. It was like a very new experience, a whole new experience, like similarities, the differences. I think that's all for today. So thank you, Yeni and Hana, for coming to my podcast session. Asmara Raka, like we just doesn't talk about wedding, we just talk about nothing love. But I feel like marriage and love is like something connected. Thank you for joining me today in the Asmara Raka podcast session. So our hashtag will like live, love, love. So triple thank you. Say wave to the camera. Okay, so we are done with our podcast. So let's enjoy some delicacies from Coffee Cafe. Woo. Have a bite, everyone. I think they also serve this at wedding. Oh. The crunchy.
The crunch.
It's so good. Sorry, kinda hungry. I like the banana.
Yeah, kind of delicious.
In fact, with the chocolates. It's so hot. I'm not gonna lie. Thank God I have fish soda.
Freshly.
Very refreshing. Definitely will come to Coffee Cafe. Such a... Okay. Hey, have some more. Me and my team had prepared some goodies. It's like kind of like what Malay people give during weddings. It's just like a small gesture from us, like thank you for coming today. So one for Yenny, thank you. And one for Hannah. I hope you guys like the gift. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Okay.